Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Come on, get over here, you dirty little tramp. Holy Ooh, you's almost naked. Alright, let's get this moving. You suck. And get you out of here. But no buts, gotta go. Yada yada yada, throw another joke in here. And you guys are done. Shoo shoo. Goodbye. Go away. Thanks for stopping by.
So, how you doing?
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another 31 horror toys in 31 days! And today we're taking a look at another McFarlane toy set, and it's the Twisted Land of Oz Dorothy and Munchkins. And I've had this figure set for a long time. I got this back, I want to say the late 90s, early 2000s. This is a first edition figure that came out. I got it at a comic book store, the Comic Carnival, years and years and years ago. It's no longer in business. And there was a whole series of these that I wanted to pick up. Dorothy was the first one I got, and I just never got around to getting the others, unfortunately. There was a really creepy wizard that had like this gas mask looking thing, and then you had the lion and the scarecrow and the Tin Man. I think the lion and the scarecrow were pretty cool. The Tin Man was alright, but I think out of all of them, I think Dorothy and the wizard were my favorites. And yeah, I don't know if this is as much scary and creepy as it is kind of bondage erotica. I don't know. These are kind of weird. They actually had a second series of these come out where Dorothy had this little cloth dress thing that if you look at the thumbnail on this video, that's actually a picture of that, because I guess you just couldn't have that much legs showing, but her boobs hanging out, that was fine. That was fine. Just don't show her butt and her thighs, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of weird. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the figures. So here we have Dorothy and the Munchkins, and yeah, this exists. This is kind of a nightmare version of the Wizard of Oz, which I always thought was kind of an interesting concept. Again, there's a whole series of figures out there, and they all come with a base, a part of the Yellow Brick Road that is very kind of grungy and not very yellow at all, really. There's no articulation, unfortunately, on this figure set. They are basically just plastic statues, and that's it. Now, Dorothy will not stand by herself. She must have this stand in order to actually stand up, which is unfortunate. And, you know, I wish there was some articulation, some slight articulation. Maybe in her waist there, her legs would have been nice to have some articulation to get her to stand better. Maybe a twist at the neck would have been cool. And, you know, to be able to separate the Munchkins would have been nice as well. Unfortunately, we really can't do that. I like the rope that's on there. Lots of really nice details on the figure. Unfortunately, in a move, my Munchkin, his hair fell, it broke, and I've lost that piece to time, but that's okay. Dorothy's still in good shape, and that's primarily why I got the set. So taking a closer look at Dorothy herself, really good sculpt work. I really do like it. She has some big hands here. The belt going around them, holding them in place. The corset she's got on is really well detailed, very well painted. Her hands, she's kind of bound up with a bunch of leather there. That's really cool. She's got this binding piece kind of back there with this actual rope that is kind of cool. And then her hair piece with the spike back there. We get some nice texture detail there. We get some tattoos on her. There's an Oz tattoo on her thigh, and then looks like some stars on her shoulder. The emerald key is really, really cool. It's a metallic painted green, and then she actually has a metal chain around her neck, which is nice. I love the face sculpt, the lips, the nose, and then you got that leather mask where she can't see what's going on there. I mean, overall, it's done really, really well. The wrinkles in her skin back there, really, really nice, even though this is the most dominatrix or not really dominatrix, but fetish pose, being dominated, that, you know, bondage kind of thing. And, well, it is a twisted nightmare version of the Wizard of Oz. Taking a look at the midsection of the figure here, again, she's got that Oz tattoo on her thigh, which is really nice. One stocking's up, one stocking's down. She's got this little black, you know, bikini thong that looks pretty cool. The little brass pieces on the bottom of her corset, really nice. I like the rope work on the leather there. She's got some rings on her hand. I like how the hands are posed. They look really, really nice. And then the little butt cheeks. Oh, you just want to spank it. Oh, spank it. Overall, really well done. And the paint on the stockings, that just looks really, really cool and has a great effect. Now looking at the bottom of the figure here, again, one of the stockings all the way down on her ankle. I really like that. The paint apps on the other stocking, very nice. I like the boots. It's got a lot of silver paint apps on it with the black underneath, and then the heels on the boots are actually clear plastic, and I don't know how well the camera's going to pick up, but there's glitter in the heels, and that's really, really cool. She comes with a piece of the yellow brick road that is not very yellow. It's kind of yellowish, very dark and dank. And what I like about the shoes, they're more silver than they are red. So like in the classic film that we saw as kids growing up, she's got the ruby slippers. In the original books, children's books, Dorothy had silver slippers that were actually meant to be an economy thing, a piece talking about America. It was to do with money and traveling the yellow brick road and all that kind of stuff. It was a little political statement, actually. And they switched it to ruby slippers in the film because that was better looking on camera because they were using a new technology, color film. So I like the silver. That's nice to harken back to that. And of course, we've got the little string for the rope. Is really cool. Definitely digging that. So taking a closer look at the Munchkins, these guys are creepy as hell. This is the nightmare version of it. The one's got a little switch, that riding crop, I guess that's what that is. He just looks very demented. He's got the little curly Q hair pieces. Unfortunately, mine has a piece that's broken off from a move, but that's okay. He's got the little leather straps around him, very, very creepy. He's got the little Munchkin shoes on, very gross, and he's got a tattoo on his arm, which is kind of interesting, and on his chest. And he's riding another Munchkin. And the other Munchkin is even creepier. He's all wrinkly. He kind of looks like a cross between Freddy and the Leprechaun. And, well, you see his gross little wrinkly butt sticking up in the air. And it just looks like it's ready for pegging. And that's just disturbing. For comparison, here we have Dorothy and the Munchkins next to the Marvel Legends Red She-Hulk, one of my favorite female figures from Marvel Legends. And, yeah, they're about the same height, really. Dorothy's in a 6-inch scale. She does have some super high-heel boots on that gives her a little bit more height. And she's also standing on a base. But, yeah, I mean, she compares pretty well in size with the She-Hulk. So is the McFarlane Toys Twisted Land of Oz Dorothy and Munchkin set something that you want in your Wizard of Oz collection? Well, if you're a completist, then you probably maybe want to pick this up. If you like twisted, dark versions of the Wizard of Oz, I think you're going to like this figure set. If you like bondage, you're probably going to like this set. You know, I got it because I like the whole twisted nightmare idea of it, and I wanted to get the whole set, just never got around. I still may pick them up, I guess. It's a really nice sculpt. It is kind of sexual. There's no kind of this. It's definitely nothing for children, but I do appreciate the sculpt work. There's not anything to do with articulation, unfortunately, but it does make a pretty good plastic statue sitting up on the shelf, I suppose. But yeah, overall, I definitely like it. I think Dorothy more so than the Munchkins. They just really creep me the hell out. And I want to get the Wizard. That's definitely a figure I want to get to go with. So anyway, there she is, Dorothy and the Munchkins from the Twisted Land of Oz. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.